Cool, cool, cool. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Let me make sure everything's working. A nightmare of mine is that I'm just like streaming on the wrong channel, and then my alternative nightmare that I sometimes have is the idea of just streaming a thing. Like, I think yesterday I had this paranoia that my phone started live streaming me when I was in the bathroom. I don't know why that would ever happen, but I checked my phone, I looked at my YouTube app, and I was like, no, it's not doing that. Because why would it? Why would it do that? You guys can hear me? Cool, cool, cool. Hello, Drawbacks, Danny, Vakaruska, Vakeruska. Oh, snap, I love DS1. Well, welcome to the first episode, hater, to my journey of trying to play every single Dark Souls. The plan is to play every single Dark Souls, meaning 1, 2, and 3. Not Souls-like, emphasis on Dark Souls. Hope you guys are doing well, though. This seat is so awkward to sit in. I do miss my chair in San Diego, I'm not going to lie. And it just fell down. Hold on. I just beat Dark Souls 3. Weird flex, Tobias. Weird flex. I'm just kidding. Good on you. Don't spoil anything. Hello, Torres. How are you guys doing? I feel like shit. I don't know about you guys. I feel like shit. I am actively trying to fix my sleep schedule right now because over the weekend I was up for one of those nights until 4 a.m., woke up at 12, and it has permanently just destroyed my nervous system. I cannot be allowed to wake up at noon. I tried going to the gym on Sunday and it closed. You want to know why? Because it was Sunday and they closed at like 5 p.m. So I gotta fix my sleep schedule. I think I'm like on 5 hours of sleep, which is honestly worse. I think getting 5 hours of sleep is worse than getting either 3 or the full 8. I would rather get 3 hours of sleep than 5 because at least 3 you're like in a manic fugue state where you just have already accepted the fact that your body is deprived of its basic needs. But 5 is like skimming REM. You got to graze the idea of your REM sleep for a little bit, and then you just wake up realizing that you only got the idea of it. You only tickled it. It's like a 1-day vacation. It's like a 30-minute trip to Hawaii. Abs are sore, couldn't even run with the dog properly. Dude, a couple days ago, I did my first ever calf workout because I just ran out of stuff to work out last week. And to this day, my right calf is like swollen. I fucking, like, number one, I already hate calf workouts, but number two, I did like 3 sets of 9. Like, I did, like, a joke set. Even when I was doing the calf workout, I was thinking to myself, man, there's not even a point to this. Like, I'm going so light. And then the next day, I literally was doing that motion of, like, you know, like when a dog wears socks? That's how I've been walking for the past 3 days. Howdy, Sam. On Friday, I was visiting Santa Cruz for a bit, and my mom asked me if she could go see me surf for the first time. And the thing is that, like, for any of you who don't surf, right now in the winter is the season where there are just the most intense, biggest swells. And I brought my board up to Northern California, but I brought my 9-foot board. So I just, like, you know, went to go check the app to see what the waves were like in Santa Cruz, and it was like 8 to 10 feet. So I was like, there's no chance There's absolutely no chance. I don't want my mom to watch me die out in the ocean of the Pacific. Your brain is probably tickled because of all this. I feel like I'm literally in a fugue state right now. These are going to be a very, very busy 6 months coming up in a good way. I'm excited for it. It's just I have a lot. There's a lot of work to be done in terms of videos, in terms of the second channel, in terms of streams, in terms of my life. But mostly, thankfully, throughout these months and also in the months of spring for July, I think I'm just going to be in this state of like, go, 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 go. Just do calf raises with no weight. Don't let your heels touch the ground. Dude, I did the workout that I did was the one where you have the weight over your shoulder and your feet are like this and you lift it and kind of go. Like I was trying to like obviously go slow on the eccentric and holy fuck. Holy fuck. Again, I did 3 sets of 9 and the weight was like 130. Your grandma could do like 200. Like 130 is nothing. And I was just going slowly on it, thinking to myself, like, okay, that wasn't so bad. Like, I genuinely didn't even think I was working it out that hard. Once again, I have not worked out my calves since like '09, like since the Vietnam War. And right now, I cannot feel my right leg. There is no blood flow going into it. It's fucked up. It is deeply fucked up. I bought Signalis because of your video. It's really good so far. Awesome, dude. I mean, it's everybody has heard a lot of good stuff about it, so I don't mean to make myself seem like the catalyst for trying to make a difference in popularizing the game, but it is a great game. It took me a second, but I really, really, really that was a very close contender to being my game of the year. In the video, obviously, I mentioned that like it was Baldur's Gate 3, but I think it's like a close tie between Signalis, Baldur's Gate 3, and then the third game that I didn't mention because it's going to be my next upload. Yeah, I think the only reason why I'm able to be awake and alive right now is because I'm on 400 milligrams of caffeine. Otherwise, I'd be dead, napping over there on that bed. This is my second Celsius for the day, and it's what, like 3 p.m.? Pretty sick. You will have to forgive me, though, that I feel like all of the first streams, whenever, I didn't even know this webcam had like a focus feature. That's so weird. All of the first streams takes me a second to like be able to set everything up. So how is this camera out of This is like a fucking $20 webcam. Why does it have a focus feature? Why would I need it to focus on stuff? Just show the thing. Just show the pixels on my screen. Can you pitch Disco Elysium? I don't know. I haven't played it. I have it. I have never played it, so I can't pitch it to you. You can pitch it to me if any of you guys want to pitch Disco Elysium to me. Just watched your vid. Shout out Lego Universe for real. I was fully convinced that was going to be the game. I turned 13 years old when I think Lego Universe came out, and I was fully convinced that this would be my life. This would be my World of Warcraft, my Elden Ring. But it did not. They canceled it after a year. There was a Disney... If any of you guys ever grew up watching Disney XD, they did make like an MMO RPG or some type of open world like RPG game. Here, let's find this. Let's find this out. I genuinely am curious about this. Okay, Disney XD. Is that even alive? Like, is that company still going on? Here, let's check the Disney XD YouTube channel. When was the last time they posted? 2 days ago. So they are making shows still. Okay, Disney XD MMORPG. It wasn't Toontown. Fusion Fall. Oh my god, I found it. I found it. It was called Fusion Fall. How do I share my screen? It was this. Hold on. Fusion. Okay, so it wasn't Disney XD. It was Cartoon Network. Yeah! Oh my god, that's so crazy. Yeah, I used to play this. I used to have so many hours of this because it was free. It was pay to win. Like, I think there were a billion trillion microtransactions, but I got to play this because I think at the time, this was a couple years after Wizard 101 kind of ran out of its popularity, and my parents never allowed. I mean, this is a clear indicator of, you know, classism going on here, but I never was given permission to like use microtransactions. And in Wizard 101, here, let's type this in. Wizard 101. My best friend like also used to play this, so I'm talking as if like everybody knows this. But you guys should know what Wizard 101 is. But Wizard 101, I think you're allowed to have access to the first 2 maps, and then you have to pay a membership to be able to use the rest of the game. And so I just never got to keep playing Wizard 101 after this. So then I switched over to Fusion Fall. And I wonder whatever happened to this. This was also, yeah, once again, this was very much a pay-to-win game, but there was more things to be had in this for a little broke. I mean, not broke, because I was 8. It's not like I had a minimum wage job to, like, you know, live for. But those were the days. Used to let you go further, but it sucked. I think on my birthday one year, my parents let me have like a 1-month membership, and I just maxed out on everything. So the elements that I had were fire and I believe storm, which are just like the 2 most edgelord elements you could have picked in Wizard 101. Hold on. Wizard 101 fire spells. Yep. Hold on, let's pull this up. Yeah, so in Wizard 101, you could pick like 2 elements, and my main one was fire, because I thought it was sick, and then the like biggest spell I unlocked was the elephant. This guy. I had this spell, and then my second one was storm. Storm spells. I remember having this one. I did have the Kraken. Oh, you can't actually even see it. The Kraken that looked like this, but I forgot what was the other spells. The Stormzilla. Yeah. I had the Stormzilla. This guy. This was when graphics peaked. I don't know what game developers have been bothering to do. This was peak video game graphics. I can listen to you in the background and draw. Also love your vid. Thanks. What is it that you're drawing right now? Club Penguin memberships hit like crack. Dude, the only thing I could do on Club Penguin was like the most fucking, what's it called? Like bourgeoisie open world game that you could play back then. There was like 10% of things you could access. You couldn't even get a puffle. You could get like, hold on, Club Penguin. What were the like little hairy shits? They were called puffles, right? Yeah, they just like gate kept every puffle, and you could just get like one. And it just blocked off like the rest of the entire game unless you got the membership, which I was never allowed to have it. So what I would do is I would play in the dojo. This thing, hold on. Club Penguin Dojo. I say this, I mean, I'm pretty sure people still play Club Penguin to this day. But they would have the dojo, and I think the highest belt you could get without a membership was like blue or red. I forgot what the orders were. But I remember like being gate kept so hard because like once you fought some kid with a membership, you were literally going to get annihilated. You and your like basic bitch cards, and some guy pulls out one of these, the fire hose one. Times were rough back then. When I got free membership for my birthday, I was buying everything because I knew damn well my parents were going to buy me that membership. Dude, yeah, that was a weird time for gaming. Was that it was all just like based around memberships, and I honestly didn't know a single kid that was like allowed to use it. One of Club Penguin's old composers is a YouTube channel. Oh, really? Do you have the link? That was these games, the like growing up on these PC games were probably my earliest indicator of classism. I had no understanding of what any of that meant until, I received the talk from my parents being like, can I get this, what was it, like $8 a month membership to play my video game? And they said no. No, Alexito. By the way, I think last stream somebody was talking about the book House of Leaves, and I genuinely don't remember doing this, but at some point last week I received in the mail the book House of Leaves, and I don't remember ordering it. Like, it came in, and obviously like the Amazon order, the purchase history on my Amazon account did show that I paid for House of Leaves. But I think I just enter into like a fugue state whenever I'm buying these books. And then I have to pay the consequences later on where I'm like, well, it's in my hands now. I have to commit to reading it. So I have... These are the two books that I've been reading. I've been reading House of Leaves. I'm this far in, like I think I'm just under like page 100. This is like one of the best books I've ever read. It's obviously like a very famous horror fiction novel, and the edition that I got, it was really sick. Like this a beautiful cover, and they have like this little slit that's uneven from the rest of the pages for reasons that I will not spoil. And then there's also this one, which is The Myth of Sisyphus. It's like a really popular philosophy book, and I'm like almost done with it. I'm like this far. My parents would tell me it was a scam. I mean, it kind of was. That's the thing. But I would resent my parents for it. Average House of Leaves experience? Dude. I mean, again, I'm only on page like 100. I have so much left, but that is one of the craziest books I've ever read in my life. There's a passage that I wrote down because it's so beautiful. I found out about this book because of Eyepatch-Wolf's Liminal Space video, and what sucks, and this is not this is not to the fault of Eyepatch-Wolf, it's just that the topic of the video had to do with the liminal space aspect, and so when he refers to House of Leaves, those are the traits about it that he mentions, but this is kind of like, I feel like it doesn't do it justice to just describe the book as like a liminal space horror series. It's really kind of just the everything book. It's crazy. It's it's in I've never heard of this author before until now, and I'm genuinely I mean, I could see why it's not more popular, but it's insane. It's we're only what? We're only 6 days into the year, but as I'm reading this, I'm literally thinking to myself, I don't know if I'll ever read a better book than this in 2025. Like again, we're 6 days in, and I'm pretty sure this will be like the greatest. This will be my Slaughterhouse 5. I think for most of the literature that I read, I usually have the thought to myself where I think about how the author went about telling the story, and I find myself feeling inspired. Like I think to myself, wow, this feels like it's written by an everyday person, but they just worked really hard at making a lot of really awesome creative decisions. And I feel the same way about video essays, where like I've been doing video essays long enough that when I watch another person make something that is of quality or something that I find to be really impressive, I think to myself, like I find myself feeling inspired because I don't mean this in a conceited way. I mean it as like a sense of complimenting the person for thinking outside the box. But I think to myself, like, oh, I could see myself just being a couple steps away. Like if I work hard enough, I could be able to emulate that. And it's interesting that they made that decision. And then there are certain times where I will watch something or read something, and I have the thought to myself, like, I would have never thought of that. Like it's not even within my reach. I can't even. Like, I can't even imagine how an author comes up with a book like this. I can't even imagine. There's no inspirations that's coming to me from House of Leaves. I'm literally just thinking to myself, what the fuck? What? I'm convinced the author's just like not a real person. What's his name? Mark Z. Daniel Lusky. That's a crazy ass name. I'm convinced he's just like God blending in as an everyday person who decided to just sneak in a novel and then escape from reality. Because he's like nowhere to be seen. There's no anything about this guy. We all know who Stephen King is. We all know what fucking, we all know J.K. Rowling. We all know these like very big, famous, well-known authors. And we can see the way that they write, and we can respect that. And then there's a guy like this who makes a book like House of Leaves, which just has me fully convinced that this is an alien that entered onto Earth, shared a bit of information, some insights about this secret parallel universe, and then left. Because he's not real. He's just not a real person. For those of you that don't know, House of Leaves is impossible to describe. I started that sentence thinking that I could give you guys a synopsis of what this book is about, but it's literally got one of the most confusing, complicated premises ever. But I'll try. How about this? Let's meet in the middle, and I will attempt to describe to you what happens. House of Leaves is a book that is told from the perspective of a guy who found a book. The book was unpublished, and it was left behind by a guy in his apartment complex who died for mysterious reasons. And the book is based on a made up. It's reflecting upon a fake documentary that existed in the early 90s about it's how the fuck do you explain it? Can somebody do a better job than me? I have no idea. I don't understand. I mean, it makes perfect sense why this series is not more popular, but I legitimately don't know what is like the sales pitch you can give to somebody. I'm here. Sorry, I was late. I was busy watching Doug. Apology accepted, Sonny. You're dead to me, but it's fine. It's totally fine. But this book is beautiful. What I was trying to say earlier is that, it gets kind of advertised as like a horror series, but I really do love the guy's prose. There's a passage where there are these two brothers that get introduced in the series, and here, I'll pull it up. So I took this down as a note, but there are these two brothers. The main character's name is Will, and his twin sibling comes over to help him do some procedure for the house, and his name is Tom. And when the author describes their dynamic, he says this. He says, Tom gets by, Navidson succeeds. Tom just wants to be, Navidson must become. And yet, despite such obvious differences, anyone who looks past Tom's wide grin and considers his eyes will find surprisingly deep pools of sorrow, which is how we know they are brothers, because like Tom, Navison's eyes share the same water. And I legitimately took like 5 seconds after reading that paragraph and was like, I don't understand how a human being can describe two made-up characters and summarize their core with such simple words. It's insane. Again, there are times where I watch media and I feel inspired because it gives me the feeling that I'm looking at an everyday person who made something cool. And then I have the thought to myself, like, oh, I can do that too. And then there are some people who are like just so good at their thing that it makes me feel alienated, where I'm just like, I'm going to quit. I'm just going to quit and give up on my dreams. This is one of those cases. Also, thank you for the longer video to eat with for lunch. Yeah. Just that followed up by damn is such a funny like sequence of chats to give me. Like so kind, so so thankful, and then damn. So what was the year on the book? Was it set in the 90s? Most of it is set in the 90s. Yeah, it's the narrator is in LA and the house is, I don't actually remember. I think it's in the East Coast. I guess the better pitch is that a family moves into a house. The dad, Will, who's a photographer, measures the inside of the house from wall to wall, like from one end of their living room to the end of another side. And then he does the same measurements from the outside and realizes that on the inside, there's an additional 1/4 inch. And the reason why he's so bothered by this is because he keeps getting different devices to do the measurements for the width of this house, and every single time the measurements come out the same. So they're just in this house that proceeds to break reality, and the second that they notice this, one day the wife and the father come home to they go up the stairs to walk inside the room, but they notice that the entrance to their master bedroom is different. Like the door that's supposed to be at the entrance to their master bedroom is being blocked off by another door, and they don't know where this came from. Like this house that they've been living in all of a sudden just has an additional door in front of the door. And when they open the new, brand new, weird door, there's just this like empty, almost like a walk-in closet space from both of the doors. And it's about 5 feet wide. It's like about the size of a person. It's beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. I was this close to finishing this book, and I've just put everything aside. I think I'm just gonna do whatever it takes to finish House of Leaves because it's incredible. And mind you, what I just told you, like the events that happen from the house, are like reflected as an aftermath by the narrator, who is this. He's kind of. It's like this guy in his mid-20s who's from L.A. He works at a tattoo shop, and it's implied. Again, I'm only like 100 pages in, but it's implied that the narrator has a lot of trauma that like he hasn't figured out how to deal with, partially because he's just so young. So a lot of his coping mechanisms is he'll just drink, do coke, or just like smoke weed. Doesn't really have much going for him in his life, so he just becomes obsessed with this book that he found that is this, story about the house, and it begins to infect him. He just becomes obsessed with every single thing that he's like describing about it, and trying to retell it to us and make translations about why exactly this book existed and why it like laid upon his hands. And there are times where the narrator will intentionally like get drunk or just get like really fucked up, and the prose of the book will change based on that, where like it'll just be an entire page and there's never a period, it's all just commas, and it'll start off with him talking about the book, and then it'll just like spread out to these like crazy, almost like Moby Dick-esque descriptions of how he has this memory of his dead father, but it's described as like the ink of a painting being revealed upon itself, like it's a memory that he's been blocking away, but now it becomes like a clear image in front of him that he doesn't want to confront. And again, I've said this twice now, I'm going to say it a third time. I read this passage and I was like, what the fuck? Who is able to write like that? It pisses me off. Sometimes you learn stuff in English and you think to yourself, like, this is what a sentence looks like. This is what writing looks like. You read an article and you're like, this is how the human language is capable of writing. And then you just read stuff like that and it's like upsetting. It's like upsetting that your understanding of stuff makes no sense. You don't know anything. You know 1% of a 1% of anything that's out there in the world. To what you were saying earlier, I think some people feel like that about your videos, like they can't reach your level. Isn't that strange? But they totally can. I just disagree. Dude, I've been wanting to start reading, but I haven't found anything interesting to me. But I think I'm going to give it a shot. Here's the thing. I'm not going to be the guy who tells you what you should and what you shouldn't read. But what I am going to say is that House of Leaves, to start off with, is crazy. But you know what? Do it. Try it. Give it a shot. If it doesn't work, I just want to give you the preface beforehand that that's not what most books are like. You can just pick something that's more relaxing. I don't know. I've never read something that made me feel sleep deprived. That's like the only way I can describe it. It's like it makes you feel sleep deprived. I feel like I'm going insane reading this. On another note, I keep trying to find manga recommendations videos, but it's all flooded with I read blank manga recommendations. How dare you start a trend that causes me to watch hour-long videos? Yep. Sorry about that, guys. You know, what was funny was that, one time I was at a convention, I think 2 years ago, which is crazy to think about because time flies. But I was at a convention. I was having dinner with, like, a couple YouTube people that I was meeting. And one of the guys across the table was asking me, like, what was your thought process behind making the, like, forcing myself to read blank series? And I just thought that was such a funny question because it made it seem like it was a big deal. Which, you know, he was just being, like, I make it all... I'm, like, trying to address, like, 9 layers to what I just said. He asked it very innocently, but I had the thought to myself, like, what a dumb idea that I, like, had a long time ago that now, you know, leads to such a domino effect in my life that people ask me what led me to doing that. Because at the time, I was literally just like... Yeah, I'll ask people to, make me read stuff, and sometimes it's porn, and then I'll post it. And then sometimes those videos go viral. The beauty of the human mind and the ways we can view the world in such different ways. But everybody has a deeply profound and beautiful mind. The barrier is communicating that. People spend years and years of their life learning how to be able to interpret that and put it out there. And we use different outlets to, shake people by the shoulders and make them understand the things that we think. We do that through music. We do that through film, through writing, through speaking, through drawing, through ideas, through smells, scents, sound. We try our best to do it, and it's really only like the best of the best who can just see the exact shape of those ideas and just literally spoon feed it to you. Like it's like a nothing problem to them. They're so good at it. They're incredible at it. So the MC is from the late 90s, but he's narrating a story of a book that he may have shifted the original narrative of the book itself in favor to his interest. Good, you're close. That's a very you're close. The book is supposedly claiming to not be real. But the book is written as if it's real. The book that he's trying to talk about is based around a fake documentary, but it's writing it as if it was real. Like out there in this universe, there's a documentary about this house that the inside is bigger than if you measure it from the outside, and they make a whole documentary about it. But the guy narrating it tried to look up this documentary and couldn't find any evidence that it was out there, like that it existed. But it goes so in depth about the details that he struggles to believe that it can't be real. It's a big deal in the sense so many people have literally based their channels off of it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, sorry. You phrased it a lot better than I could. I had like a dumb, silly idea, and it ended up having like a large effect to an extent where like other people started doing it. I don't have any intention of like wanting to follow up on that, but I'm happy that other people have been able to, partake in that. What's weird is like whenever I get DMs on Twitter from people asking me if they can have my permission to like make a video like that. You don't need my permission for anything. I don't care. Part of me wants to like make a PSA that just says that, but I know people are going to DM me anyways. But I do not care. If anybody even like watching this right now wants to make a, forcing myself to read recommendation, you don't have to tag me. You don't have to credit me. I don't care. Just make it. You can do whatever. If you like thinking about the difference between the intent to communicate and a real artwork, you'll really like Dark Souls and Tolkien's book. I do. My goal in 2025, I'll mention this in my book log, is I want to read the Lord of the Rings trilogy at some point. I just have to get around to reading the third book for Dune, and I think that'll be my own fair share of Dune before I'm ready to move on. And then I want to the next classic I want to go about is trying to read Lord of the Rings. Hey man, how do you deal with expecting a video to blow up but it doesn't? That's how I'm feeling right now. You just don't. You don't assume anything will ever blow up. You don't assume anything about anything in the world. No one deserves anything. You don't deserve anything. No matter how hard you work at something or how much effort you put into a video, you don't deserve anything. Things just land upon you and you either accept it or you don't. It's like an internal versus external locus of control. All you can worry about is the internal part. That's a really big piece of advice I try to give people who go into wanting to make videos on YouTube is I always tell people to just not ever care about the output. Don't ever think about what your video implies or what is going to happen after you press the upload button. Just worry about every single step beforehand. Whose video did you watch breaking down Signalis? I think it's like one of the first two. Like if you just type in Signalis explained. Here, let's see. Signalis explained. Yeah, it's by Indie Explorer. Here, I'll link it in the chat.
Activates the mind.
Here, let's open up my I'm going to the live stream thing so I can link it to you guys. Oh, whoops. Oh, did I find it? Okay, I think I found it. All right, here is the link for anyone who wants to see the Signalis explained video that I was referring to. ASOIAF, will you also read it? What is sorry, I have Alzheimer's. What is that? Either you're referring to something new or you're referring to something that I said, but I don't know what the acronym is. I don't know. I don't think it's particularly clear, but the Lord of the Rings is an in-world text written by the characters in it who are mostly liars and should be treated as such, something to keep in mind. I actually never knew that. That's so interesting. A Song of Ice and Fire. Gotcha. Game of Thrones is a whole different beast. I think what I would do before ever reading Game of Thrones is I would want to read Brandon Sanderson, because I know at least with Brandon Sanderson, he won't let me down. He will finish his stories one day, while with George R.R. Martin, we don't know, guys. We don't know. Sometimes when you already become rich and famous, there's not really much of an incentive to continue being an author. That's the lesson everyone should take away whenever they read books that have like a long-term plot line to keep up with. Fingers crossed. You know, I'm not a person that is caught up to One Piece, but it is a miracle that Oda is such a devoted and hardworking individual who knows how he's going to end his series to a point where he has like legal contracts with his editors so that they know it in case something bad happens. We should be blessed that that is the case, because most of the time that does not happen. Fellas, what do we say? Fellas and gals, of course, and whatever such. I say it's time that we start playing Dark Souls. What do we think? Do good stories need an end? No. No, they don't. That's why I don't care about spoilers. You can spoil me about whatever the fuck. I don't care. The ending does not signify how good a series is or not. Happy Monday, my goat. Crystal! Happy Monday to you too. I was going to say something mean, but I decided to hold myself back. Okay. I say we whip out Dark Souls 1. It is time. It is time, fellas. Gang. This might take me a sec. We'll see if we can get this game to work. Woo, the screen is bright. Hold on, let me make sure the chat is pulled up on my second monitor so I can have the pro gaming stream setup. Guys, it was either this or it was going to be 8 streams in a row where I just talk about surfing. So be thankful. I was going to mansplain to all of you about how a reef in Hawaii on the North Shore produces some of the biggest waves. but we'll spare you the details, and instead we'll play video games on a stream instead. I know. We're all upset about that. You would so much rather prefer for me to mansplain what surfing is about. Now, the only problem is that for whatever reason, Steam hates my controller. I can never get a game to work. Okay. Let's do this. So let's go to properties, capture a specific window, and then we're going to pick Dark Souls Remastered. Now, the next step is this. And then this. Sick! All right. I pray that this works with controller. I have heard so many fucking nightmare stories about people trying to run like controller-friendly games on Steam. And so far, I've been on a bad streak. And as of right now, my controller's not working. How much do you know about Dark Souls 1? I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. All I've ever done is play Elden Ring. Okay, let's turn down the sound. This is, I think 4 is safe. 4 prevents us from ever having to experience a real ear blast, sudden ear blast. Can you guys hear it? How's the audio? Oh yeah, we want 144 hertz. Motion blur off. Actually, no, we'll leave it on. I think it looks cool. I think it looks cool in Dark Souls games. Controller. Okay, this is already scary. Ooh, I get to customize my character? This was a thing back then? Alright, well, we're going to spend some time customizing a character. We'll go with male for this one. Usually I do female. Oh, I have to pick a class. Gross. Strength. I think deprived is probably a safe bet. No? You guys think? I think deprived. Make him dummy thick. Don't worry. We're on the same page here. Gift. Goddess's Blessing, Divine Holy Water, fully restores HP, explodes upon impact when thrown, tiny sprite called Humanity, sometimes found on carcasses, binoculars. Okay, gotcha. So we have a God's Blessing or binoculars. So much to choose from. Trinket, no effect, but fond memories, comfort travelers. Guys, that sounds promising. I think I might pick the pendant. Small increase to HP with no obvious effect. I think we stick to the fond memories. Physique, big head, just big. There's just one that's big head. Could be very intellectual. I believe one of them sums us up best. Like if we were to take an average of what, you know, the chatters plus me were to be as a person, it would be top heavy, right? We're all smart 140 IQ individuals over here. If you go with deprived, make sure to take the pendant. I see we're already on the same wavelength, Flapple Pie. The master key works on precisely one door. That's so funny. Face, Commoner, Delta Farmer, Jubilant Katarina. That's insane. That's insane. I don't even know if... That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. This is pretty rough. Classic Xena, Eerie Great Swamp, Far East Traveler. Who looks like they're the wisest? Dubious Karam. This guy does look pretty upset. Alex wants to laugh so bad. I don't even know what's funny. Bob's. I think everybody probably goes for Bob's. Bob's. I mean, you're not going to see the character, so like none of this stuff really matters. Well, I think that's the best we can get, right? Oh no, you can. There's more customization. What happens if I just press randomize? Maturity. This is a child. Do I really have to individually click left or right? It's okay. When did Dark Souls 1 come out? I believe the word UX was discovered in the same year. Hormones? We're old. We're a wise fellow. Oh, yeah. Sick. Okay. Oh, even more to customize. I think this is good enough. I don't care. We're not going to see the character's face. Are we going to be okay if I just skip this? I think the whole premise is to make like a goofy character. I think we made him goofy enough. Make sure you go through with it because resetting your stats wasn't introduced to Dark Souls until the second installment. I believe it's the same with weapons, right? Like you just have to commit to a weapon and you don't know if it's shit or not. That's what I heard from my friends. You can pick the fucking... It's such a funny way to pick the color is through the actual, like... through the rods and cones of your eyeballs. Oh, yes, I would like to use 3 million of my cones. Okay. You're playing with keyboard or controller? Well, I'm doing the customization menu. How do I continue? Can I confirm this? Enter. How do I get out of here? Oh, there you go. Sick. What else am I missing? What else do I have to do? Why is it not letting me press accept? Why can't I accept? What's his name? Where's his name? Ah, enter the character's name. We'll just go. Enter character. Why can I enter the name? Oh, there you go. What should his name be, fellas? People. One letter at a time. Yeah, we'll do a, chat makes customizes Dark Souls character run. Dorcas is a pretty good one. G S O B Tingus Pingus. These are, see, you guys are all doing like very Moist Critical-esque names. No, okay, hold on. All right, relax. We're using some dangerous letters now. I will withhold your rights. Dong. Okay, how about this? Everyone gets one letter, starting now. So Joseph, I'm gonna count O. We have the letter O. What's the next letter? Who's gonna type the next one? U. Okay. This is already hard. We got 2 vowels. T. Out. Okay. P. U. K. Out. Puckle. Out. Puckle. J. E. H. Z. This is not a word, guy. Okay, what? Out is good. We can do out. I'll do out and then space. What can we come up with the word out? Mr. Output? LD. Oh, we lost the plot, guys. We lost the plot. There are no vowels in this. PA. PA is good. PAE. Okay, we're losing it. We're lost on the English pronunciations now. Outpuckle. You know what? We'll do outpuckle. Puckle. We'll just do Puckle. We're gonna name him Puckle. I like that. At least it'll be somewhat accurate to YouTube chat's name. Okay, start the game with this character. Please let me use my controller. I don't want to use a keyboard.
The age of ancients. The world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons.
Puckleberry's good. I have regrets now.
But then there was fire.
Puckleberry. That name fucks.
Fire
The Puckler.
came disparity. Heat, then cold. Life, then death.
And
And of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame.
you better be taking notes.
Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith,
Ooh.
of chaos.
They had a little chromatic aberration on the cutscenes. I know this is the remaster, so this definitely like
Full nights,
was an idea later on.
and the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten.
There will be a quiz about this. Gotcha. Okay.
With the
We'll take the quiz together after.
swords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their
I want you to guys know I legitimately don't know anything.
Witches
I don't know who these bosses are or what their lore is.
Muto unleashed a miasma of death and disease,
Miasma is a cool word.
and Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire.
Of course. Yes.
But soon
Indeed.
things will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now,
Wow, that looks good.
are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen
I love this. Like the subtle grain in the compositing looks really good. Do not forget that they said there's only eternal night. What makes you think I'm not paying attention? I have photographic memory, okay? I can repeat back the entire monologue that she just gave to us, bro.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land,
You can watch VOT videos. I will take over VOT videos channel. That's how knowledged, that's how well informed I'll be on the Dark Souls lore after this.
where they are locked
VOT video who
to await the
my channel from here on out will only be based on Dark Souls material. Sorry to say it. It's inevitable.
This is your fate.
Sick. That's me. I look sick. I try to make someone that looks silly, but I just look fucking awesome. All right. The controller does not work. All right. Time to make some adjustments. I think it's this. Start button. Okay. Enable Steam input. Okay. I think that's it, right? I think now we're chilling. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, B is to roll. See, I already fucking know this game to a T. Pillage corpse. Pillage that shit. I learned from the best. See, here's the problem. Is because I've already beaten Elden Ring and its DLC, my guess is that these are just going to be water. These are just going to literally be water. Jump. My jump is not working. This is heavy. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's my left. Okay. Dual wield. Okay, so you just press Y and it dual wields for you. No, but this is a kick. Why would I kick? Browse items, change equipment. I don't even know how I entered that menu. All right, it's time to open this gate. Can you lock? Yeah, you can lock on people. Okay, gotcha. What is this? I feel like I'm pretty sure I could just fight this right away. There's probably like a gate that lets me fight this dude right away. And if that ends up being the case, we're going to spend the entire stream fighting this guy. I don't think I have to kill these dudes. Oh boy. Dude, Banana Man, you're pretending like I'm going to have a rough time. Don't even pretend. It's not working. You're trying to deceive me, and I'm not going to fall for it. Light the bonfire. Sick. Sick. All right, put me in a fight. I bet. Okay, no, knowing Dark Souls lore, I missed like 6 Easter eggs already. Like, you guys are gonna say some shit about how there was a secret door that led me to, and if I, spun around 3 times. Oh, it's him. I do 2 damage to him. That's plenty. Yeah. Why did I think I could hit his weapon? How silly of me. Okay, the camera shake is a bit insane. That is so much camera shake. It's like a YouTube short amount of camera shake right now. Oh, I jumped too. Okay, that didn't do much damage. Okay. That's too many. I don't have any flasks in this, right? Okay. Well, for someone who doesn't have any flasks, this is unfavorable. Okay. First death. We're going to be here all day. We're going to be here all day. I don't care. Having Souls game experience goes a long way, but unless you absolutely still struggle. I don't know about you guys, but for someone who, that was like 1/20th of his health bar, it's looking pretty good. For a first try in Dark Souls logic, that's pretty good. Come out. Come out, big boy. Okay, so I don't even get... I get like a 1 free hit. There's no, what's the thing when they get knocked down? Is that a thing in this game? I just realized I've been light attacking this whole time. Maybe it's better to heavy attack with this? 3 damage. Okay. Fuck. I think it's better to light attack. Because 4 is bigger than 3. I'm not a nuclear physicist, but I believe that to be true. Oh, yeah. Come on, let's get that down to 1/10 of his health bar. We only have to do this 90 more times. Okay. The stamina bar, I think, is going to be my biggest enemy in this boss fight. I'm insane. I'm incredible. If any of you guys were here during my Elden Ring stream, you will know that I will commit to this. I fought that first boss of the DLC for 7 hours. And it was just with Scam and Mast yelling at me the entire time. How does that count? Okay. That doesn't make any sense. Not really, Stagger. It is in Dark Souls 1, but it depends on how much poise damage. Well, based on this weapon that I'm holding, I believe I have negative poise. That's my guess. Look around and there will be a door. I saw the door, Yoshka. I saw the door. The problem is that you're watching the most ignorant person alive right now. But I saw the door. You probably make it more stable. I'm actually correcting his posture. Okay, so I can like just barely get 2 free hits if I time it right. Okay, I'm out of stamina. We're gonna chill. I got way too greedy for that. He's dummy thick. Do people still say that? Is that a thing that people say? He's very birth-giving hips. How about that? Okay, so that one, I can't just roll out of it. I have to, like, just run away. These ones I can just dodge, though. I know it's a remaster, but it really does not look bad. Like, I expected so much worse. Ah! Okay, that was pretty delayed. Okay. This one might be a dead run. I get 2 here. God, this stamina sucks. That was dumb. Okay. Please just go there for the love of God. I don't think you're understanding whose stream you're watching, Yoshka. We're gonna fight this guy until I kill him. The remaster is generally regarded as being far worse looking than the original. These people can eat a dick. This looks great. You could use the checkpoint, though. Eat a dick! See, he's already waiting for me. I can hear his footsteps. Oh, he's up there. That's so funny. You think he just, like, clocks in? Like, he punches his card, clocks in, and he's like, I'm gonna go bother skinny people at the top of this building. I'll see you at noon, honey. He goes to tell his fat dragon wife. Easy. Aw, eat a dick. That does half my HP? You know, at least stagger or a crit would definitely help. I believe I'm going to have neither of those. But I believe, according to Dark Souls 1 lore, I get the best weapon in the game if I kill this guy right away, right? Oh, that was clean. That was phenomenal. That was incredible. He's bluffing. Oh, I read his bluff. Oh, that was scary. That was actually bad. Ah! I can't see. It's so dusty. They don't mop these rooms. I didn't mean to dodge twice. That was cringe. Ugh. It's a scary world we live in. Oh, okay. You know what? You know what? If you beat him the way you're doing it, you do get a special weapon, so I'd say you go for it, Freak. Yeah, I believe according to Dark Souls lore, you get the best weapon in the game, and then his wife leaves him. His dragon wife immediately annuls the wedding. How dare you diss Shogun, you German man? Tell me one redeeming quality about Shogun that doesn't start with the word cinematography. Oh my god. Hi, Leaf. You're currently witnessing multiple symptoms of psychopathy. Is that the next vid? No. That's funny. Crazy. Alex has something new to say about Dark Souls, believe it or not. I know so many video essays have been put out there, but I have something new to add to the discussion. God, that one sucks, man. Do it. Yep. You got a third one? He does have a third one, but you can just move to the side for that. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Yeah! Ah, shit! I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Woohoo! Really? I don't even get, like, bleed damage in this game? They didn't come out with that in the patch notes? Oh, fuck me. I'm just... What's really saving me this fight is his hitbox. There's no skill being involved here. Samurai are cool. The wife gonna leave him, so... I don't know. Jokes aside, I don't want to diss anyone for actually liking Shogun. I just thought it was like a very it built itself up to be a show that turned out to be completely different from what I expected. To me, it felt like the what is the leader's name? Starts with a T. So it's like the emperor that they're trying to exile. What's his name? I think it just built it up to make him seem like a super genius, and whenever like his plans would work out, it just felt like it was out of convenience, like a Deus Ex Machina mechanic. And if you disagree, that's okay. I just didn't have a good time. I'm not dodging. I think the B button in this game is like really sensitive. Either that or like my Steam controller is like tweaking out. It's a beautiful show. Every single scene has like ridiculous, psychotic cinematography. Even for a TV show, it's like prettier than most movies. But it's not. It just like was not enough for me to have a pleasurable experience. I won't spoil anything, but the way one of the main character dies at the end is, I thought it was really silly. Like, the way they were foreshadowing it for 4 episodes straight, and then they finally did it in the last 8th episode, I just thought it was really silly. Toranaga. Maybe you'll enjoy the book more. Maybe. I've heard it's a big book, though. I saw it at Barnes & Noble, like, last week. How can I now like him if I do not or disagree with him on that one show? I'm sorry to say this to you, but in order to be chatting, you have to agree with every single one of my opinions. I'm currently working my way up to start a cult. The beginnings have already set stage on my Discord server. And if you disagree with simply one of my opinions, I'm sorry to say this, but you cannot join my group for Scientology. You cannot donate your blood to my benefit. Okay, getting 2 hits is just like silly. I like run out of stamina and I'm like dodging that first attack out of sheer luck. I can swoop. That was insane. Ah! The stamina bar sucks. Eat a dick, man. Okay, I'm pressing the B button once and he's dodging twice. Dude! Okay, that one was silly. Hi, Elise. Big support from France. Big support from California to France. The French have been forgiven. You know, on the internet, people love to make fun of the French, and I think it's undeserved. Hugo? Truly, I don't understand why people give so much shit to the French. Like, how dare they? If you rest at the bonfire, you won't explode. Cult newsletter out this Wednesday, PogChamp. Yeah, in order to join the Patreon, you have to send into a P.O. box a pint of your blood. We don't accept B-type, though. Apparently, it's not as youthful. I can time that. I'm just being a pussy. Easy. Oh, this game is water. Eat a dick. He's gonna do another one. I'm gonna hit him once. Smack me. Oh, smack me. One more time. Okay, I so totally dodged that, first of all. That's problematic. I'm dodge. Okay, I just can't dodge into it. I'm like upset. I'm getting upset and I'm just hitting him. This is it's fine. You know what? Some runs are dead runs. Thanks, bro. We're not that mean. Did you change your name mid-chat? Or are you a different person with the same profile picture? For real, Napoleon did nothing wrong? Exactly. Historically, the French have never done anything wrong, I say as an American. You know who we don't give enough shit to are the Italians. Truly. You know, growing up when I moved to the US and I was attending an American elementary school telling people that I grew up in Germany and all the other kids were calling me a Nazi, why is there no Italian equivalent to that? They had Mussolini. Can someone here who has a background in history explain that to me? Okay, so I just stay away from that one. That's what I've noticed. Okay, I'm trying to jump, realizing that there's no jump button in this game. I was trying to jumping attack him there. Okay, this B button is so fucking sensitive. This sucks. It's like if I breathe oxygen near the dodge button, he'll just roll twice. I'm breathing and he's dodging. Okay. I'm alive? Cool. I'm not even playing the game. That was so dumb. There is a jump button? There's no jump button. I can't jump. The Italians weren't important enough? That's true. Who were all the allies? It was Mussolini, Hitler, and then I thought there was a third one that they like formed an alliance with. You have to sprint first? Are you guys fucking with me? You guys are just fucking with me. You eat a dick. Eat a dick. Japan. Who was the leader in Japan? Oh, come on. That one's so... I genuinely don't know what to do for that one. God, these controls are so janky. Fuck. Yes. We got down 1/10 of his 1/10 of his HP. Okay, buddy, you've done the same attack 3 times in a row. God damn it. Okay, alternating between sprint and dodge in this game, like, the feeling sucks ass. I'm trying to sprint and he just panic dodges. Okay, so that... Even if I dodge it, it still does damage. Sick! Sick. Hirohito of Japan. The Axis powers were Germany, Italy, and Japan. On my drive from NorCal to SoCal, I watched like a 3-hour video essay explaining the build-up to World War II. I think it's like a very popular video that I'm sure at least someone in this chat has probably seen it. Iraqi. Iraqi was the leader of Japan alongside Mussolini and Hitler. Our Iraqi. So we're Britain and its empire, France and its empire, the America shuffled sides a few times. Right, because it was over the span of, I believe, a decade, no? Or like 8 years? I should be dodging into it. I keep getting scared that he's gonna do the slam down one. Is the second one? 3. Okay, for that one he does 3. Sometimes he does 2. Okay, this one I get a free hit in. Then he slams down. I can sprint into him. Get 2 hits. This one I get fucked on though. Two hits. Or I only get 1, really. Yeah, I dodged too early. Okay, I should be dead. God, that was a bad dodge. Okay, so the diagonal one, I get a free hit. This is one that he does 3 attacks if I'm nearby him. Smack his ass twice. Leave. That one I'm supposed to get a free hit. Is he going to go up in the air? No, he's not. I'm reading him badly. Free hit. 2 free hits. 2 free hits. I only have stamina for 1. You're doing the same attacks 4 times in a row? That's insane! That's 5 times in a row! Dude, just give up. Yoshika? One more time and I'm gonna respond with something mean. I'm gonna kill this dragon and I will sleep with his wife. And you know what? I'm going to beat him so badly, I'm not even going to make a comment about his weight. I'm going to be the bigger man here. You can just walk that. You can just walk that. You can walk this. Eat a dick. Fuck! Oh, yep, I knew it. I knew I was cooked. Third one. I can walk. I can't walk. I can't walk. Fuck. Free hit. Bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. I promise you I will fight you. I'm not even... See, I'm the better man. I will defeat this dragon. And from here on out, there will be no jokes about its weight. We can insult it, just not the lowest hanging fruit. If you dodged long enough, he may have actually go into cardiac. That wasn't all right. Starting now. Starting now. No more fat jokes. Did you start with Demon Souls or Dark Souls? I'm starting with Dark Souls. I didn't even know that Demon Souls was the first one. Proceeds to say he's the bigger man. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Big does not equal fat. Maybe the key is to parry the friends that came along the way. That attack can eat a dick. I should have dodged in. Why does he dodge twice there? Eat a dick. They had to have designed this character knowing... They put jiggle physics on his ass. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. That was dumb. Bad, that's bad, that's bad. Yep. Oh. My goal is to get 2 bars down. Because then we can get to 3 after that. Isn't it so simple, guys? We're at 1.5 right now. Free hit. Free hit. That wasn't free. This is free. I should just heavy attack on that. This one. One more. They jiggle his butt. A game developer clocked into work, kissed his wife as he left the door of his home so that he could go develop jiggle physics on the ass of this dragon. Oh! Why are you doing this? Just walk through the gate. James, clearly you don't know me, and that's fine. That's fine. Just say that. Them back shots are gonna hit for real. Elisa, that's crazy. Sometimes you need a person to come into your life to say what you just said is fucking crazy. Fuck that attack. You know, with heavy weapons, I have a really easy time to tell if I should light attack or heavy attack. I don't do that well with, like, dex builds in Souls-like games. Because then I actually, like, have no idea which one of the two. Especially because there's no bleed, I have no idea. I feel like this is a dead run. That damages me. Wow. Does he have nuts? I'm so up close, I can't tell if he has nuts. That might be his fupa, or that might be his nuts. That wasn't a fat joke. I was commentating on his anatomy. That does not count. Two, three. I can just move to the side for that. Yeah! I think heavy attack is the go-to. Okay. Now I can just move to the side for that. where the fire is stored. Actually, that I actually have one of those. 400 hits left. Probably. You know what's funny is you're probably not wrong. I got one of those too. I've been bulking for 11 years. And it's because I'm storing fire in my dragon sack. Not Alex saying I'm crazy, I know. Read your last message. Read your last message. And determine that yourself. Oh, I didn't have enough stamina. I should just be heavy attacking. The thing is that, like, when I'm low HP, I just behave like a psychopath. And sometimes it's to my benefit. As Sun Tzu once said, you should fear the man who has nothing to lose in a Dark Souls game. I should be heavy attacking. Eat a dick. Yeah. One more. Fuck! I didn't have stamina. That's bad. Yep. Yep. Doesn't this casual know the heavy attack does 5 damage instead of 3? Buddy, I'm double fisting the fucking weapon, and when I heavy attack, it's 3. I may not be Isaac Newton, but you better have a solid explanation for how you're seeing 5. Yo, what is your favorite D20 season? I love the first season of their Hogwarts one. That one, and obviously like Fantasy High. I like not the latest one. I think this one was their junior year, right? I like their sophomore year. That's awesome. For any of you guys who want to get into like an introduction series for D&D, Dimension 20 is like the easiest one to get into. It's so much fun. I love it. I'm trying to... So, like, I'm home for the holidays, but I've got my buddies in San Diego that we're planning on running a campaign sometime soon. Fuck. I'm fucked. Yep. Dude, you can't just whip out that attack when I'm within radius. At least, like, give me some wiggle room. It's fucked up. Like, these bosses should know that it's simply just a dance. Like, you wait there all day to fight me on top of this building, and then I come over here, because without it, what would we be? You would just be a dragon that's on top of a building, and I would just be a skinny guy stuck in jail. We do this for each other's joy. All bad things that happen to you in life are just a matter of the world looking out for you for stuff in the future. It's like DC comic book villains. Without the villain, the hero's just a guy. He's just a guy. He's just a fancy cop. They need the bad guys. I was looking at something else. That's what I thought! That's what I thought! Don't come into my chat calling me a casual. You guys are mad horny talking about this dragon. I say that I'm not going to make fat jokes about it, and you proceed to do the complete opposite and turn it into like a Rule 34 fanfic. Favorite book? I would say Slaughterhouse-Five. I'll mention it in my book log, but in this last year, I would say Slaughterhouse-Five is my favorite book. Close tie right now is what I'm reading. Literally, as out of I'm like 100 pages into House of Leaves, and that is probably going to be a close contender. Alas, no firebombs. You're right. All I have is a pedant. Or a pendant. Was it a pedant or a pendant? I just checked the name, realizing that it has a name. It's not even technically a dragon. It's called a demon. That's crazy. You can keep doing the same attack. Oh! Right when I say that. We don't need the STD bombs when you have grit and skill. What is grit? Use it in a sentence, please. Because I don't know. English is my third language. Fun fact. It's just a misshapen dragon. Really bigoted of you to say this. I apologize. I'm behaving like the Christopher Columbus of the kingdom. What was the name of this? What's the name of the city that I'm located at? I'm like that Louis C.K. joke where when Columbus came to America, he was like, "Damn, there are a lot of Indians here." And the Native Americans were like, "We're not Indian." He's like, "No, you're Indian. We're going to call them Indians." God, I can't dodge that. If you didn't have that one attack, I'd already be in the next gate. Whatever. I don't even want this run. What is House of Leaves about? It's a you're gonna have to go. It's impossible for me to give you the synopsis. You'll have to go back to the earlier parts of the stream. I tried to explain it and I failed. Chat, have we gotten to about 80% health yet? I'm in a fugue state, so like I don't even have a memory of any of the previous events. But I believe I have. Oh, cool. You can see the other players in this game. That's cool. That guy's just chilling. He hasn't broken 3 bars. Oh, is 80% 3? I see. Two hits. Little down spike. Spank him. Dodging that. Yep. Spank him. Dodging that. Simple. I should write a book. I should write a book. Make like the Atomic Habits equivalent of how to be so good at games. How to be such a cultural phenom. Fuck! I got too greedy. Oh, fuck, man. That's fine. I don't even want those. My wife is also in the middle of a House of Leaves. She agreed. It is a book about a manuscript about a short film. Really about the making of a short film. And also, don't forget, the short film is not real. And it's and the manuscript is being narrated by someone who is also being narrated by like the found like the editorial company. With glasses, you look like my uncle. Is your uncle hot? Oh, did you do the math? 271 times. So that's 3 times 271, 213. So he has 813 HP. I'm going to have to do 271 heavy attacks. That's easy, right? Fuck. Yes! Good dodge. Sick. Oh, 2 hits. And then this one I can just dodge. Yeah, he doesn't even go for it. Oh, another free hit. Sick, sick, sick. Another one. Another one. Good, 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 good. Oh, okay, now I'm bad. Now I'm in a bad spot. Now we get out of there. See, greed is one of the 7 deadly sins. And I don't know what that means! Come on, hit me. Come on. Come on. Stop bluffing. Stop bluffing! Jesus, man! He was hezzying the shit out of me. I don't even know how I dodged that. The hitbox of that is the size of a fucking matchstick. Okay, we hit 2 bars. We can get to 3. One more? No? No? You're crazy. You're a freak. You're a freak of nature for not going again. Do we get in? Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Eat a dick. Eat a dick. Oh, eat a dick. I am kiting like a motherfucker right now. This man has never seen someone walk at such a... We're fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're about to hit 3 bars. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, okay, so you can kite around him, but the second that he flies, it's fucked. Yeah, that fucks my positioning if he does that. But if I can just do this, it's a pretty successful strat. Ooh! Okay. Okay, we hit 3 bars, fellas. Time for 4? Maybe 4? Put your stocks in. Invest in Alex getting 4 bars. You'll become a millionaire by next week. Guys, has a dragon's ass ever turned you into a flow state? Because this was not on my 2025 bingo card. Oh, you decide to fly and you ruin my mojo. I almost got hit by that too. That would have been bad. I'm losing my rhythm. Ooh. Well, that was good. That was a good timing. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. I stayed too close. See, I'm getting greedy. Like, confidence leads to greed. And Socrates once said that you have to keep rotating around the big jiggly dragon. Ooh, that was almost bad. Oh, fuck me. No way. Really? Oh, what the fuck? Man. Wow. He's no longer cooperating on this strategy. We were doing so good. We were having a dance. We were having a good dance. And you decided to fuck it all up for everybody. Now we're stuck here. The hero's journey is now at a really long midpoint. I can get 3 hits in, no? That'd be crazy. I'm crazy. I was too close. Oh, 3 would have been crazy. I was feeling crazy once, but when you feel crazy twice... What's that one George Bush quote? Oh, that was crazy. Oh my god, this is so bad. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I gotta get him to the center now. This is bad. This is really bad. The dance is lost. The conga line has been put to a halt. Ooh, this is so bad. Okay, we're back to the dance. Guys, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. A close relative of mine could have passed away and I would not know right now. That was good. 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 That was a good one. 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 I'm not sweating. You are. I am drenched. I'm fully drenched in sweat. Give me a sec. Focus on the left cheek for maximum efficiency. I believe I was dealing more damage to the right cheek, though. So I feel like I philosophically disagree with your approach. But that's fine. To each of their own. We have reached an hour of attempts. Listen, buddy. In the DLC, I fought that... It's on record. We have it on record that I spent 7 hours trying to fight that first boss. By the time he's done, he might be the greatest Souls player of all time. As if I'm not already. Are you kidding me? Once you beat the boss, you should commit and use only the broken sword. I'm not Moon Moon. The reason why Moon Moon gets to do it is because he makes like $20,000 an hour while playing the game that way. If you want the link to my PayPal, we can get something going here. Oh, I'm fucking light attacking. Why am I light attacking? This is like a little bit too close. Like I can smell what he had for dinner. I need him to move more towards the center. There you go. Here, puppy, 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 puppy. Here, kitty, kitty. I press B. I press B. Literally, I press B. That's insane. See, like, the way you can rotate around these bosses is by holding the sprint button. But it's so, like... The input is so bad in here that it'll just, like, accidentally roll half the time. See? Like, I'm trying to sprint, but it's just rolling. Oh, I whiffed. I whiffed. I whiffed. I whiffed. Cringe. Cringe. That was a sick dodge. That was like a John Wick movie. That could be 3 hits. I'm feeling crazy. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. 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 You're witnessing psychopathy firsthand. Oh my god, I'm insane. This is insane behavior. If they come out with a documentary about me, there's going to be interviews from people who used to know me, and they'll say if the signs were there all along. He was insane. I went to high school with him. Oh! Okay. Oh, I didn't even dodge that. Dude, I'm not even dodging. The input is so bad. Is it my controller? It has to be my controller. There's no way they made it this bad. Dude. Three hits. Mm. I know this man so well. I don't even have to see him to know what he's going to do. I can steer straight into his asshole and know his next 6 moves. That's in chapter 6 of Sun Tzu, The Art of War. I wouldn't know. I spark noted it. Oh, that's not a very assable angle. Yeah, this is a rough angle to hit him from the ass. This would be a very bad Ong Ball video. Oh, I'm way too far away. There you go. That was almost bad. That was a bit risky. Run, 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 run. Yeah. Good. These bosses are just pixels and lines of code. And once you realize that, you'll break this simulation. You'll realize that Andrew Tate was right all along. Oh, that was so risky. I'm like hitting him until I have no stamina and just praying the bar like will recover fast enough. That's 3 hits. Hold 9 damage. I literally fart 9 damage. I can't believe I've been playing this game for this long, dealing 9 damage for 3 heavy hits. You know, back in my day. Oh, you think Elden Ring is hard? Back in my day, I used to deal 9 damage on my heavy attacks. They used to call it Dark Souls. Is my screen glitching out? Am I losing frames? Is it this one or is it Dark Souls 2 that I've heard has like a 7-minute walk back? I remember seeing a video like a year ago of all the worst walkbacks or the longest walkbacks in a Dark Souls game. In a Souls-like. It's 2? Yeah, I feel like in... I don't know how I dodged that. I feel like I'm also remembering it as 2. Fucking wall. I should have positioned myself better. Jiggle. Fuck me, man. Yeah, I mean, dead run. All good. Think of it this way. You are 7 dates away from meeting the love of your life. You're 4 job interviews away from getting your next dream career opportunity. You're 20 ab workouts away from looking hot as fuck naked. All this to say, this might be a dead run, but it's 1 run closer for me beating this boss. Dark Souls 2 DLC. Fuck, I forgot they have a DLC for all of them. If I beat all the Dark Souls, do I have to go back? This motherfucker has a shield and a sword. But I don't remember them being long. I watched my friend Maskman play Dark Souls 2. And he got so mad that he muted himself for like half an hour while playing the game. Doing just from a walk back. He hates that game so much that when I told him that I'm going to play all the Dark Souls... And I was like, yo, let me know if you want to like hop on call or like chat while I'm streaming it. He said, I'll join you for 1 and 3. Like he won't even talk to me while I'm playing it. That's how much he hates Dark Souls 2. Oh, la puta madre, hostia. I wanted to go for 3, but that would have made me a freak. 2, on the other hand. Nope, that was insane. That was dumb. That wasn't even freaky. That was just dumb. I'm being greedy right now. Oh, I got way too cocky. I'm getting... See, this is what happens. You boost my ego, I behave weird. I didn't even get him to below half HP, and I'm acting like this dragon is my little saucepan to play with. I'm absolutely cooking this man. My record may be 0 to 29, but mentally I feel like I'm cooking this guy. Oh, that's bad. We're chilling. We're chilling. I dodged the wrong way. He should take 2 times the damage if I hit him in the nuts. Ooh, he just fucking stepped over me. Ooh, I'm crazy. That was dumb. I love the game, but you do have to play while not relying to... I just thought I got a fucking loading screen that was telling me to stop. Otherwise, you'll miss out on the experience and just get really angry. Oh, so it's just different. Dark Souls 2 is my favorite in the series, but I can see why people don't like it. You know what? I feel that way about the movie Batman versus Superman. Everybody thinks that's like the worst DC movie to ever come out. For whatever reason, I love it. I've seen it like 5 times. That was risky. That was risky. Oh. I'm dodging IRL as I do this. Oh, I couldn't reload the dodge fast enough. Cool, but the Batman with Robert Pattinson is the best Batman movie. Isn't that going to be in production for like another 17 years? I liked it too, but it does sometimes suck to have to wait to a point where by the time the sequel comes out, You just like aren't anywhere near as excited. Like I remember when I saw the first Matt Reeves film, I loved the shit out of it. But if you told me in hindsight that I'd have to wait like 4 years for a follow-up, I just wouldn't have bothered. Not because there's anything wrong with the movies themselves. It's just that like sometimes they're designed to be a setup for a sequel as opposed to it working on its own, which is why I think people have such a strong emotional reaction to when they find out that there's such a big gap between each episode or like sequel. By the way, I literally feel like I'm going insane right now. This feels like I'm in purgatory. Okay, that was dumb. The other thing is I just don't know how to sit comfortably in this chair. So, like, being back home and working for a while, not this, but like working on videos for a while, I can feel my right shoulder just being really stiff and awkward for the following days. You do it twice, you ugly motherfucker? Oh, you know how to dash now. You unlock a new ability at the 30th attempt? Really? They evolve? It's a machine learning algorithm? Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yep, that's what killed me last time. I died to that before. You're not the only machine learning one here. I know this dragon so well. I met his first cousin. I attended his wedding. I picked up his niece from school for about 3 years. I didn't even dodge. That's crazy. What if I just don't eat until I kill this guy? Maybe, like... Maybe if there are actual physical consequences, it'll motivate me to behave better. It's called immersion, guys. You ever heard of it? 3 hits. Three hits. I don't know if I can even get 3 hits. I can squeeze it in. Ugh, that was bad. Guys, who's keeping track? How many hits are left? Who's been counting this entire time? Let me know. Three hits. This is how you brought upon yourself? Sometimes, you know, if you don't believe in free will, one could argue that it was predetermined once I downloaded this game that this would happen. The path simply chose this fate upon me. That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how risky I'm behaving right now. This is the equivalent of fucking a stripper without a condom. Which actually isn't accurate. Sex workers are canonically quite hygienic. I say canonically, like as if they're in the Lord of the Rings. Have you guys seen a Nora? I watched that like a couple days ago. What attack did I just do? What was that? How did I do that? I want to know. That was a great movie. I don't know if I liked the ending very much, but that was a great movie. I could see why it's winning a bunch of awards. They didn't have an intimacy coordinator on set. What does that mean? I'm fucked. We're about to hit the halfway mark. That's crazy. I'm stuck though. Three hits? Oh, I can only get 2 in, though. That sucks. That's bad timing. For some reason, I feel like you can cut more corners with the roll to, like, reposition yourself. I'm sure a speedrunner would correct me on that. Okay, now I'm, like, actually stuck. Oh, 2 hits was crazy there. That was crazy to go for that. Oh my god, that might be the best dodge I've ever done in a fucking Souls-like game. I can get 2 hits there. I'm chilling. 3 hits. 2, 3. Ah, why did I dodge in? If this guy had one tail attack, it's over for me. If he had a nervous system that was able to actually conduct movement with that spinal cord that's sticking out of his back, it would be over for me. But I think it's justified. He's a fucking attack that I can't dodge. So God makes everything balanced for a reason. Ooh, I got one. Oh, that's really bad. That's really bad. He does it twice. That's fine. I broke the vase out of panic. Apologies to the craftsmanship that went behind it. Into it. That's two. That's two. I earned two. I earned 2 attacks there. That's 1. I'm flinching IRL. That's crazy behavior. You have no butt for me to go to now. That's just a 1. That's a 1. That's 3. For sure, that's 3. Yeah. Yeah, you fly. You fly up. I back up. I rotate around you. Roll into the corner. You swing to the right. Swing it over to the left. Hit him in the left cheek. Twice. Twice. These are free 2 hits. I'm just turning them into 1 out of fear. I was this close to hanging around him. That would have been a really bad idea. Why did that feel different? Sometimes he just like unlocks a new attack. And it's unsettling. Because like clearly the AI, like clearly that's a faulty behavior in the AI. That's 3. The main one is 3. That used to be my roughest attack to have to deal with. Also, this guy fucking dashed. See what I'm talking about? He learns new shit. For no reason. That's 3. 2, 3. I am Nosferatu. Fly up. I turn around. I do a roly-poly. I don't even know what type of shit I'm on right now. That was silly. That would have ended it right there and then. Like if you think really deeply about it. Like a true stoic, he remains calm. When there are 2.5 bars left in HP, he behaves rationally, logically, and epistemologically. His heartbeat, 60 BPM. His dick, half chubbed. His mind, at 100% brain power. His nuts intact. His feelings sometimes damaged. His confidence at an all-time high. His taxes somewhat unreasonably high, but there are write-offs that can be dealt with. That's a 2. That's a 2. I'm feeling crazy. Oh my god, that's the second greatest dodge I've ever done in a Souls-like game. It's unbelievable how good I am at this game. That's 3 hits. That's 3 hits, and then he's going to swing over to the right. No, he's going to dash. He's going to dash. He's going to do the one thing that I... This is unfortunate. This is so unfortunate. That is so tragic. That is so tragic. The ending to me was really good. The meaning of the ending can be interpreted in multiple ways. It was done. Intimacy coordinators basically ensure that the set is a safe and comfy environment for actors during sex scenes. There were a lot of sex scenes in that movie. I watched that with my family, and it was really awkward to be thigh to thigh with my dad watching just about 10-second long sequences of just actors having actual sex. The ending can be interpreted in multiple ways. I think the reason why I didn't like the ending was because, spoiler warning for Anora, just tune back into the stream in about 15 seconds, but I just didn't buy into the, like, it was very obviously foreshadowing that Annie would develop, I don't know, I just thought the security guard was written kind of cringily. Their dynamic of him being the nice guy just felt very forced. But it was a great movie. It's just that was the one thing that kept it from being like a 10 out of 10 for me. Like the whole time while he was just being kind of awkward and shy and, you know, handing her a coat and a scarf, I was just like, get the fuck out of here. This is going to be like some nice guy bullshit. But you can interpret the ending in a way of like, she doesn't actually develop feelings for Oleg, or I think that was his name. Olga or Oleg, one of those. But if it's interpreted in that she does have feelings for him, and she just doesn't have like the right conception of love, then I think it's kind of cringe and silly. Back to the good old routine. Back to the beginning. Me and this dragon have really learned a lot about one another. It's formed a relationship for sure. Igor, I was close. If you're really dyslexic, I was right. Oleg, Olaf. That's like a couple vowels away. The problem with this strat of like trying to roll around the corner is that I lose all my stamina trying to go for it. So like by the time that I get in the right position and he does this move of like flying up in the air, I basically have cooked myself. But this is 3 free attacks. We take those. When I was in community college, I knew a girl who had minus 15 vision, and I've always wondered what she sees when she takes off her glasses. Does she have access to alternate dimensions? That's insane. That's such a silly dodge. I didn't even know you could hit the wall. That was risky. episode of Night Sidonia. Is that the Netflix show by Tsutomu Nihei, or the Netflix show based like adapting a manga by Tsutomu Nihei? I've heard good stuff about that show. I heard it's pretty cool. See, the dash combined with that is a fucked up combo. That is a dirty, dirty combo. That is like French fries with fucking ranch. That is French fries with the McDonald's ice cream shake. Wow. I skimmed that. Are the weapons different based on which class you start off with? Did I just happen to pick, like, the worst weapon possible? Did I unintentionally begin my Dark Souls experience with a challenge run? See, the problem with this butt hitting strat is that my timing gets off afterwards. I'm not warmed up. You get a better sense of tempo. I don't know if I have to dodge those, but I think it's too risky to not bother. Three hits. He hasn't done one of those in so long, which I think is rude. Wow. I almost got stuck there. Thank you for that. I'm not even looking at my screen anymore. I'm just looking at the health bar. I can do this shit with my eyes closed. Three is crazy. Three is crazy. I don't know what made me go for three. There's only one attack you can do 3 hits to. That was dumb. That was dumb. Ugh. The most I'll do this stream for is 4 hours. After that, I need to go back to working on the video. If there were more hours in the day, I would think otherwise, but I want to make good progress on editing tonight. I have to eat. It's not even eat. I'm going to make a protein shake. I put 3, like every single day for the past week, I'm just putting 3 scoops of a protein shake, which is 72 grams. Just because I haven't been keeping track of my macros, and I would rather play it safe to hit my daily grams of protein. Because I weigh around 189 pounds right now. And it used to be, the phrase used to be that you should get a gram per pound that you weigh, but recent studies show that you really only need like 0.7 grams for your entire body weight, which for my weight is around 130. And so if I get a 72 gram protein shake, it pretty much guarantees that most of the breakfasts and dinners, or breakfasts and lunches that I eat will hit the other half. Yeah, because getting 58 grams is not hard. That's not bad at all. Or even less. It's let me do the math. It's 48. Yeah. 48 grams in over the duration of breakfast and lunch. That's really easy. I did do what you're doing right now. I wanted to feel special, hater. See, you got me hit. How dare you? But I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure a lot of people did this. Fuck me. Well, is it dead run? We'll just get the reps in. Alex, I'm in a beginner Spanish class this winter semester, and Dora the Explorer came in clutch. Are you on conjugations yet? What are you learning? I sat next to this guy in high school who would watch porn during Spanish class, and he would just nudge me with his elbow and be like, yo, do you know who this is? Her name is Alexis Texas. And I'm like, cool. High school I feel like was just a free for all. You could be from anything or anywhere, and you will likely meet someone who could be a potential future serial killer or like a GTA character. Oh yeah, dude, I had a bunch. That wasn't even like the reason why I'm saying it so whatever is because that does not even compare to anything that I've heard happened in my high school. Like I wasn't there to witness it, but it's like very popular stories that went around. For example, there was a guy who I think there was two, but the only one I can recall off the top of my head was that there was a guy who like jerked off in class. And we believe that the reason why he did that was because he was on steroids. He was like a 15-year-old guy who decided to take some type of SARM. I don't remember which one, but he would tell people all the time. He had an Instagram, and it was like called Back Lat Spread or something, because he just had like a really insanely wide back. So I mean, on one end, that's crazy, but on the other end, you give a 15-year-old a bunch of hormones that's injected into them. Surprised he didn't masturbate all the time. But he was, like, known for that. Like, everybody knew him as the guy who just, like, jerked off in class. Man, these last two runs are just dead runs. Another time, there was a couple at my high school that got caught fucking in the bathroom, and the reason why they got caught is because in the stall next to them, they took a photo of their feet, and you can see clearly in the stall that there was the shoes of a guy who was sitting on the toilet, and then there were smaller female shoes facing the other way, like towards the wall. And so at my school, somebody posted it onto Twitter, and it went kind of viral, and so people were trying to do like a detective case of who owned those pair of sneakers. So when everybody was walking around campus, they were all like, their eyeballs were just staring straight down, trying to see who did it. We never found out. We had someone get robbed from behind while pissing at the urinal. Someone got robbed on my campus. Like, at my university in San Diego, we have this restaurant called Eureka, and you could just like sit on the outdoor area if you got food there, and a lot of people just do that to go study. And so like somebody was studying on their laptop for like an exam, and they got held at gunpoint, and the person that was robbing them just took their backpack, their belongings, and their laptop and everything. Which is crazy. Like, imagine you're just studying outdoors, minding your own business, and then you just get, like, thousands of dollars willfully taken from you. That's, like, one of the saddest ways. Like, at least if it gets taken, you don't have to, like, live with the dignity of knowing you handed it over to the person who took it from you. Like, you don't have to emotionally say goodbye to it. It just comes off as a shock, and you have to, like, deal with that. Dead. Oh, I totally deserve to take damage there. Here, I got another story for you guys. So, one time at my school, when I was a junior, this freshman came in and basically was just notoriously known as the guy who was, treating life as a battle royale. Like, he would just go up to other people that were older than him and, like, ask if they wanted to fight him. And it wasn't like, it wasn't like a respectable, like, jujitsu grappler honorable way where, it's both parties agreeing. Like, he would just try to, like, just rile other people up, specifically seniors, and just try to fight them. And he went up, I remember, like, I was in the cafeteria, and he did it to me and my best friend. Obviously, like, we just, like, ignored him. But this same kid was basically, he was also known for, like, going on Snapchat and flexing on his story that he had a gun. So he would just point it, like, at the camera and just basically, dangle it around. All this to say that basically, during the fall season at our high school, like, we had our basketball tryouts, and he attended the first tryouts just talking a whole lot of shit to the varsity team, being like, you guys are trash, like, I'm gonna take your starting position or whatever. And the night before the second day of tryouts, he was doing his usual ritual of flexing his gun, and the safety was off, and he accidentally shot himself in the thigh. And so on the second day of the tryouts, he just showed up with a limp and tried to play, and the coach just told him to go home. So unfortunately, my man's never got to join the team. And if you don't believe me, I just want you to know this is too specific of a story for me to be creative enough to come up with that. Oh, that should be 3 hits, but I don't have enough stamina. Probably did it on purpose as an excuse. Nope. That guy fully wanted to join the team, but tragically, unfortunately, he shot himself in the thigh, which... Weapon at risk? What? Wait, what? What does that mean? Huh? Why is my weapon at risk? Can someone explain what's going on? Guys, my heavy attacks deal 2 damage now. Have I been playing this game for too long? My weapon deals... Are you fucking out of your mind? What? Why does my shit do 2 damage now? How does this weapon have durability? It's a handle. It's not even a blade, it's a handle. This isn't Breath of the Wild. Please don't tell me this is because of, like, don't tell me this is permanent. You are out of your mind if you're going to tell me this is permanent. You know, I think about times like these, and then I think about that girl who beat Elden Ring on a dance pad. And that is the equivalent of, like... You know, you complain about something to your mom and she says there's starving children in Africa. That was a crazy dodge. Have to head to a blacksmith. Oh, how nice. I love the fact that that's the case when I went to one area. There's a blacksmith right around the corner, thankfully. That's awesome. This is good news. Once again, should be 3 hits. I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, we're feeling crazy. We're feeling crazy out here. Okay, silly dodge. How much damage do my fists do? I would imagine just 1. Like, it's still more worth it to hold onto the handle, probably. Why is there weapon durability in this game? Why would anyone find that enjoyable? Oh wow, this is just a really bad sequence of events on my part. Guys, it is like 48 degrees right now in California, and I'm sweating bullets. Who needs a humidifier when you have Dark Souls 1? Does my weapon explode after a good amount of hits? It says weapon at risk, so I'm assuming at some point I just won't have a weapon. Which, if that's the case, we will have to literally just play this. On this journey of me trying to play every Dark Souls, I might be stuck at 1 until I'm a father. Oh, that was so bad. That was really bad. Yep. Oh. It's quite stupid in Dark Souls 1. Well, it's not looking good, fellas. It's not looking good. Separation crystal. I don't know which of these stats indicate, like, its condition. Debating if I should attend a class tomorrow, if my Unity is going to be on strike the day after. My professors were on strike for a couple days, but there were some of them that all of the tenured professors stayed, which was dumb. But it's to each of their own. I think it's up to you. It depends on if you're intending on protesting or not. But there's like a big California state protest that happened like a year ago. This is so crazy, dude. My fucking light attacks do 1 damage. If he has 825 HP, that's such a silly amount of light attacks I would have to do. Also, we were ending this run. I'm not even gonna waste on this. Just do it. Oh yeah, one time a student was stabbed in school during class. The student died. High school is in a different town than mine. That's 30 minutes away. During class. Not to one-up you, but to one-up you, this might dox me. We'll see. But there were these twin brothers that were at my high school, and they killed their parents. And they showed up to school for like 2 days after while the investigation was going on because there wasn't enough conclusive evidence that the two brothers did it. It wasn't until a week later that, there were helicopters surrounding the neighborhood, and the news came out that what happened was that one of the brothers, so the family was Indian, one of the brothers was, I believe, gay, and the parents just didn't accept him for that. So I think one night he just bashed their heads in and wrote something on the wall with their blood. So guys, if you one day see me on a true crime documentary, don't be surprised. I might be one of those people interviewing them. I didn't know the two guys, but I could be in one of those interviews. I'm down. Netflix, if you're cooking and you haven't made an announcement yet, hit me up. That's insane that I didn't take damage there. I would elaborate. So there's a plot point in my weapon durability. Oh, cool. I bet it's a really cool plot point. I bet it's really awesome. I bet it's like a really fun mechanic. You talking about the Menendez brothers or something? No, these are not the Menendez brothers. I know that story has come up recently because I heard about like that documentary coming out, and it sounds very similar to what happened at my high school. But no, they are not the Menendez brothers. And I hear some conspiracy theories. These aren't conspiracy theories. These are straight up. This is a true story. I'm not conspiring anything. I just said this happened at my high school. Can't you see I'm smacking ass and doing my little campfire session? Chat, can I get a recap for a while? I was telling the story about how two people at my high school went to jail because one of the brothers killed their parents. And it was all over the news. Mahil case? I don't actually know their last names, but that's not a bad guess. That sounds like that sounds like a name that I would believe if you told me that that was what their names were. I need this guy to break this vase that's right next to me. Thank you. He heard me. He literally heard me. Hater, if my sword breaks, I will lose my mind. I'm gonna try to find it. Well, if you are good enough at Googling, you'll find out what high school I went to. Which I don't even count really as doxing, because yeah. Hater, I hate you. I don't like the emojis you're sending. I don't like what you're implying. Nice. Yeah, this is an Elden Ring mod. This is Elden Ring Night Rain. I got a beta access code. I might be cooked. No, I'm not. Chilling. 2 hits. Alas, I must refer to the old age of wisdom. You're literally looking at the wisest person right now at the bottom right of your screen. Oh, this is bad. He does it twice? He does it twice. He does it twice. Are you out of your mind? Are you crazy? You're at a quarter HP and you're doing that shit twice? Okay, thank you. At least he's on his best behavior now. At the point that he pulls out the dash is when I'm actually going to get fucked. Like, I'm going to get him to low HP again, and he's going to pull some dumb shit. I'm so grateful for math. That was almost bad. I'm so grateful for math that for a boss that has 825 HP, if I was dealing 1 damage, that would add a lot to my time. I mean, 2 from 3 is already pretty ass. What's 825 divided by 3? It's like, what is that? $270 271. Well, it's 272 because I would have to hit him another time after that. Oh my god. I don't even know what a dodge means. Just subbed. That was the selling point. Is you watch me deal 2 damage to a boss for 2 hours. Yeah, great choice. That is a great choice. That is an excellent choice. To both. Oh my god. Are you threatening me with a good time? This is a good streak we got going on here. That was good. That was good. That was good. It was like 28 damage. Although that was almost bad. Ooh, that's a sick dodge. That's a sick dodge from Alex. That was almost bad. There's like a perfect butt cheek angle where you can just kite him and he'll keep doing that like swinging attack. Maybe you have to like alternate between cheeks, but then you have to pray that the RNG makes it so that he doesn't fly up. Oh, right when I say that. Girl! Girl! Guys, is it better to play it safe? Or is it better to smack... To add in an additional smack every now and then? Because truly, life is about... Life is just a big old marathon. Oh! Oh, fuck. That was almost bad. I'm pretty sure I'm one hit. I think. There are some attacks I could survive, but I'm pretty sure, like, most of them, like 80% of the attacks that he could do would one-shot me right now. Like, I think, yeah. That was almost really bad. Like, if you alternate between cheeks, he, like, spams that attack. But you have to, like, get the bot to keep doing it from the right angle. Like, here it would be difficult. Yeah, here is really difficult. I might be dead, actually. That one's crazy. That was also crazy. Third one? I actually can't believe I lived there. God damn. I can't get around. Let me get around. You're crazy, bro. Let me get around. There you go. This is a good position. He does the left. No! Oh, I thought he was going to go left again. Oh my god, I'm in a bad spot too. I'm just like, dude, I can't get in a good position right now. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm literally dead. Am I dead now? I'm really, really testing the limits of this fucking hitbox. I could have just squeezed in another attack. That was silly. I just gotta roll. I don't know why I'm trying to sprint. Sprint is a dumb fucking movement in this game. Who sprints? Who the fuck sprints? What do I look like to you? You are doing the same attack 3 times in a row. Relax, buddy. You have lost your fucking marbles. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my god, man. We're at 3.5 hours. This weapon is gonna break. This is a roguelike. This game is a roguelike. That's the conclusion I've come to. See, once again, when Moon Moon does this, he makes like a Lamborghini per day. That's how much he gets paid to do this. Dead. Oh my god. I'm like not doing good at all right now at hitting him around. I just realized he has a crown. I'm noticing new details each time I get in this fight. He's a crown made out of bone. Wow. I don't know how I didn't get hit there, but that was epic. Have you eaten yet? No. I can feel my digestive system suffering the consequences of that. Oh, I'm feeling crazy. You know what? We deal 2 damage. I'm just going to go for 2s instead of 1s. We got to play like crazy. You have to play... Yeah. I just don't have enough stamina to hit him twice, though. That's the thing. Maybe I just have to, like, min-max the shit out of this. Alex, eat something, bro. My malnourishment is giving me superpowers right now. I don't think you guys are understanding. If I lose this weapon, I'm just going to fight him with fists. That was very risky. Oh, I'm bad. I'm in a bad spot. We're going to squeeze in a third because I'm crazy. That sounds like the introduction to a polyamory relationship. Oh, that's bad. Yeah. The craziness came back as a consequence. I'm out of stamina. This is bad. I got lucky. Dude, I didn't get to time that? Fellas, it's not looking good. That's all I'm going to say. It is not looking good. We might have to fist this at some point. And if that happens, how would a fist even work? Like, how can you do lower damage? My light attack already does 1 damage. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. I just have to not get hit for the next 30 minutes. Forget the next round. The path to success is quite simple. Unless he keeps doing that, then it's quite difficult. Sweet. He does so stoically, rationally, logistically, epistemologically. It's incredible. It's profound. His movement is impeccable. His dick is shriveled down to a rice grain. No one's ever seen such a specimen place his hands upon a PS4 controller and attempt to succeed in such a game. Incredible. His body is simply just a vessel for success. He's a concubine. He's a concubine to achievements and glory. Guys, I believe I'm adding HP to him. I believe his HP is increasing each time I hit him. That was... okay. See, that's the dash. He whips out one of those, it's over for me. He does it once a blue moon. Once a unicorn per forest. Oh, that's insane. That's the loss. That right there is how one loses. Right there. Yeah, we gotta go for 2s. We gotta speed this up. We gotta go for... We gotta upgrade from 2s to 4s. You know, I actually prefer the damage being lower. I like even numbers. Makes it easier for me to just, you know, figure the rest of the problem solving out. Because, like, that's simple. Really. My chakra is, like, literally so centered. The GPS coordinates are incredibly evenly distributed right now. He's a mathematician. Yeah, we'll get a sword that deals prime number damage only. See, we're doing 8s now. We're dealing 8s. I almost died there. We almost did half? Is this half? I can't even tell. I think that's his half. Guys, good news. We're halfway there. That was greedy. Two? Yeah, 2. See, I'm a 4 damage dealer type of guy, you know? Twice. Will he do it a third? Let's find out in the next episode. Okay, so he's just a 2 guy. He just does those twice. Ooh, that's a funky decision on my part. Ooh, I couldn't tell which way he was going. Ooh, he hasn't whipped out one of those in a while. I was gonna go for 2 there, but that would have actually been greedy. Now this I can work with. What is -3? You distracted me with your math equation. I was actually trying to solve your thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I have like one. All right, we're 20 minutes away. All right, in 20 minutes I'm going to have to end the stream. I will never be distracted by math again. Nope, not 21. I mean, I feel like the reason why you wrote down that question was for the answer to be 5. It's not 5 or -5. And you're one of those evil people that wanted that to be a decimal. You're a fucked up kid. Oh, wow. That was a really bad dodge. All right, fellas. We're almost at our first bar. Weapon broken. Wow. We deal 1 damage with per heavy attack. Awesome. Wow. This truly happened. We are going to have to hit him 825 times now. I don't think I've ever done this before. Guys, if I can do this, if I can beat this boss with 1 damage, I'm mentioning it in my next video. This will become a canonical plot point in my video essay. A theme can only become stronger. If you can prove your point. The actual things that you do. Do I have enough for 3? Oh, sick, I do. What's the button to unequip your weapon? Do I have to just go into the menu? Right D-pad. Okay, how much damage does it do with my fists? Oh, it does 2! Yeah, guys, it's time to fist. Oh, it does 5 after 2. Wow. Whole different formula going on here now. I wish I knew this earlier. I was ready to do this with 1. Maybe should I just do it with 1? Do you know GTA 6? What? I'm gonna get hit. Wow, I should be dead. We've completely lost rhythm. Once I equipped the fists, the mindset became entirely different. The approach gave me too much comfort. Once you told me that I could deal 5s, I was ecstatic. Ooh, he's insane. That was a 7. I was actually tricking us to doing his math homework. Yeah, I know. He's asking us his algebra homework questions. Although I think my bad habit is I'm like dodging at the points where I don't need to, and I could just be dealing damage instead, which would save me a lot of time. There's no point in doing a single panic dodge unless I'm like directly in front of him. Like here, I don't have to panic dodge. I can just walk. I'm pretty sure you could chat GBT all of these questions in 0.004 milliseconds. Ooh, that was risky. That was crazy. There was a night where me and Scam were up till like 2 a.m. doing 10th grade physics problems. The reason why, to this day, I couldn't tell you. But I now know a whole lot about scalars and vectors. Alright, we got 12 minutes left before hitting the 4-hour mark. I can do. That was only an 8-minute run. God, I'm so hungry. I never thought to just go immediately behind him. Interesting. Man, dealing 5s is just like OP. This build, this is a hidden build. What I respect the most about what I've learned about myself from this journey that we've gone on so far is that I still haven't made a single fat joke. Really says a lot about my character. And I don't think I have to roll there. Two? Yeah. Is this your first time playing this game? Yeah. I've only ever played Elden Ring before. But I didn't know there was also Demon Souls. But that's okay. It's more aesthetically pleasing to say you're just playing all 3 Dark Souls. Like, 3 is a perfect number. 3 is the perfect amount. I think by then I will take a break. You know, maybe some other time we can revisit Bloodborne, Sekiro. What else is out there? Am I missing anything? I'm pretty sure I'm listing all the games. Oh, I didn't even know he was doing that one. I missed out on 7 damage. Well. Oh, I'm stuck. Wow. Wow. Twice? Really? You're dealing a hit of 7? No, I know. I know. Oh my god. I killed that run. Well. That's okay. We're 7 minutes away before I'm gonna go eat. Oh, we just commit to this one. That's what I'm saying. It's a hidden OP build. Are you not gonna progress until you do this? What do you take me for? Who do you think I am? Of course I'm not gonna progress until I finish this. What, you think I'm a sane person? You've got to be a comedian if you think that's the case. The funny thing is I fully intend to play the game regularly after this. It's not like this is an intentional challenge that I'm doing for the rest of the playthrough. It's just this one boss. Hello there, Aftersun, or Aftersun. Maybe that's what you're trying to spell with that. Just lock in. I've thought about it. And I've declined the offer. This boss fight has been going on for so long that I'm developing problems in my L3. Hello, Bathing. The Chad is back. The Chad is graduated and gonna get to do 6 months of YouTube full time. He's a fully graduated, grown-ass man. What day is it today? The 6th? We're 4 days away from me turning 24. And I'm spending that time by dealing 9 damage to a meathead boss. Ooh, am I dead? Wow, that was very close. I think I've spent more time staring at the top left of my screen than actually trying to pay attention to which animation he's doing at this point. I have become the machine learning algorithm. If you gave me a pirated version of FL Studio, I could probably recreate this soundtrack. For how long I've been listening to it. Cool. All right. Well, that was a good run. We had one run where we were at like 2.5 bars, but looks like we'll have to revisit this in the next stream. Oh my god, I feel so like out of it right now. It's not even funny. I wasn't even planning on doing that. There was no part of me that knew that was how that was going to turn out. But here we are. Thoughts on the first few hours of Dark Souls? The sprint to dodge button sucks. The input for that sucks dick. That's okay. Next stream. Next stream. You guys want to see my shirt, by the way? My sister got me this for Christmas. Whoa. Oh, but it's mirrored. It's my dog on a shirt. I love it. It's my favorite shirt. Whew. Okay, guys, take care. I will be back in the next stream. It'll probably be, actually don't know. We'll see. It depends on my schedule. I need to get a good amount of progress on the next video. So we'll see. Goodbye, Gunkmaster, Ghost, Drawbacks, HC, B3T1, Aftersun, Elisa Santos, Nishiki. Take care. He's still sending in formulas. All right, take care, gang.